Africa's largest economy is gearing up to elect a new leader on Saturday, February the 25th this year, waving goodbye to 8 years of leadership under President Muhammadu Buhari. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, took his campaign and a significant number of his supporters to the British capital this week to meet with a series of British lawmakers, stakeholders, and even Justin Welby, the Archbishop of Canterbury. Channel's Business Global was granted access to meet and speak off camera with the political stalwart about his official visit to London, and I took time to speak on camera with senior members of the PDP Campaign Council about what's really at stake in the upcoming ballot.
We met with about 7 departmental heads and directors of government agencies in the UK, and it was a robust meeting. And we had very, very robust discussions on the economy, on defense, on security. We also have a lot of talk on immigration issues. It was a very, very great meeting. And in the entourage of the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, we had the chairman of the Presidential Campaign Council, Governor Udom Emmanuel. We had the Director General of the campaign, Amin Waziri Tambuwal. We had also the Governor of Edo State was also present. The former Governor of Kano, Shakarau, was present. We also had the former Senate President, Senator Bukola Saraki, was present in that meeting. And we had 3 professors who are members of our policy committee also went, and it was a very, very interesting, intriguing discussion with the British government today.
It is easy for developing partners to make comment and hold observation about countries. Another thing is for them to collaborate with those countries in strengthening the institutions so that those things don't have to happen again. The idea that something has happened before you then start thinking about solution cannot be as important as trying to prevent it. And he spoke from the presidential point of view in the sense that all of the issues were highlighted in our manifesto, which of course the greater part we have shared interest with the British government. He was able to open up with them. And the party PDP, historically he made the case with them that over the years since the return of democracy in 1999, PDP as a political party and the objectives and programs of PDP have largely impacted on the nation in terms of building democratic ideals, and institutions in the country. So it was very successful.
The level of migration of Nigerians coming overseas. When Obasanjo Atiku was there, it was a reverse case. Nigerians were asking, what the hell am I doing overseas? People wanted to get back to Nigeria. But presently, what is the case? Every young person wants to go, professionals, to the point that teachers want to leave. The academia, they're on strike. So it's a complete mismanagement of our diversity, what we've witnessed. And there is some level of, it's inexplicable why people would even, you talk about it, and people will respond. It's inexplicable.
His Excellency Atiku then, as the Vice President, being the chairman of the National Economic Council, had experience as a public servant. He was in the Nigerian Customs and he rose to a level that he voluntarily left service. Now, you see where experience comes. Otherwise, it wasn't difficult for him to situate and fit in as a chairman and discharge that functions to the credibility of everybody, to the benefit of Nigeria. The economy was booming. Nigeria was the fastest growing, one of the fastest growing economies until 2007. I believe you understand what I'm talking about. If you agree with me, 2007, late Musa Yar'Adua came on board. We continued in that same trajectory. Petroleum, social welfare, the economy, all the variables, because the primary responsibility of every governance is welfare and security of the people. In that template, PDP government thrived in that.
Well, for more insights into the importance of Nigerian political diaspora discourse, I'm now being joined by Emeka Ndubuisi, the Diaspora Director for the Atiku Support Organisation. Emeka joins me from Houston in Texas. Emeka Ndubuisi, thank you so much for joining me on the show. So clearly quite a large delegation of your party were in London this week. Why is diaspora engagement so important to this election?
Yeah, thank you very much, Gillian, for having me. The diaspora engagement is very, very important. The role of diaspora in the nation building cannot be overemphasized. So you see, sometime in October, His Excellency was in US at the instance of the State Department and White House. And this week, he's in London in continuation of that engagement. So you see, diasporans, they contribute immensely to the nation building when it comes to diaspora remittance. And, a cluster of people like that needs to be part of what is going on in the system as when you talk about processes, how to make things better in the country. So His Excellency is, busy making sure that he's engaging them, getting the brains, the experts, because a lot of diasporans are pretty much experts in their own enclaves, and they want to come back and, give back to the country. And also one other thing is that diasporans, when you look at them, like for the last past 3 years now, they'll be remitting nothing less than 20 billion and above every year to Nigeria. So you want to bring them, their stakeholders, you want to bring them on board, you want to see how they can come together and rub minds and make that country a better place.
Emeka Ndubuisi, the Diaspora Director, Atiku Support Organisation. I know there are several other titles, but we'll keep that one for now. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you very much, Juliana.
Let's